A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to...
You're saying there's...
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over... There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the history.
Makes sense. Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name.
What we can gather from these records is upon her. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out, I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar.
Lama speaks the truth when I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices.
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed. Amongst the Frostmoon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. That being said, I have sensed some
changes? Me?
Seems like this is getting us nowhere.
Sure. Give me a moment.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain. Yeah, right. That doesn't even... The 3 moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her...
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise...
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading? Come on, let Paimon... The child wished to build a wooden nest with which Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth the Kuhenki, who built a beautiful nest for the...
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond. And thus, the moon chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it up. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed. And, any thoughts after reading that? Yeah, Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making...
I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar action. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people.
Yes.
Oh.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth.
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame. But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something. Marcus said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Sandrone, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing. Let's see. There's Varka. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too. Yeah, this is pretty much the same
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so...
Ah, so you've been waiting for...
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them to...
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still...
So, Varka was waiting on us, but...
Oh, no. We already met with her. We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device. That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the Phantom. She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making up...
Wait, then...
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
It's you!
So? It's not like the Academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on every...
Hat guy? Turns out, I actually have heard that...
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Drioche from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia.
Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat ride here.
Mind you, the only reason I came here...
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
From the tone of your voice...
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left up Dottore, or Zondique, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college dropout?
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Notcry, but we haven't seen...
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, but the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill up...
Why does it sound less like a fight? Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along?
Sure.
Even though they're Harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances.
The Frost Moon Scions' relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I do not...
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Well, yeah. That's obviously part of it. Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with... What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
You made it. Who is this?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
Wait, this is the Academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly...
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll note...
well, what do you know? So it does.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia... But this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation...
If anyone asks, I'm here in Notcry to pursue my
Gotta say, Varka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds talked with the academia about this way back.
you flatter me.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his
Fair point. Definitely.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more...
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon mare.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Nodcry is almost concluded. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from opposing the Tsaritsa. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by wag.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private?
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only he has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over. The only similarity we share is that once we set our minds on doing something, we will...
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir.
Ugh, do not remind...
Then I believe we all concur.
Fantastic. Now this is...
Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations.
Exactly. This one time, that gas was... And after all that, he left. While I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. Waste of time? The nerve!
You've been bottling that up for a while.
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with...
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information.
Wait, what?
You're welcome to...
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but not... Anyway, back to the main agenda. Varka, you said that Columbina has...
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was...
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. The Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't?
Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right?
More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to... But Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So she spent her days in Snezhnaya doing basically nothing. The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting voice. It was a dumb and stupid rumor, but the reality of...
And what happened after that?
I imagine she no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited, and Her Majesty never gave her any missions. So for my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it. I forget who said it, but those words...
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at home...
What is it? Something come to mind?
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the...
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Columbina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now. After all the arguments we've had, I can't be bothered.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
Huh! It's a Sealy! Does that mean...
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough time.
Okay! Time to...
Here you are.
Oh, hat guy. How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Totori's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. Couldn't get much. How about you? Any progress with the
Unfortunately, we've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history. But the results are the same each time.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was? And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
That's just meaningless speculation.
When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions. However, we could not change.
The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Teyvat that can escape its past.
But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome that these phantoms face.
It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe what some mage told you. It's because you want her hypothesis to come true. So, think for yourself about what you want to do. As long as you don't believe it's futile, it isn't.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our... If we want to clear this hurdle, we need...
Same thought here. Following this...
So you mean we need to figure out a way to...
Yes, and I suspect that something... Everything in Teyvat is logged in Irminsul.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Teyvat.
You're saying abyssal power might be able...
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it...
Is anyone there? She's missing. I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? Ah!
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here...
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power,
but to intimidate and obstruct.
Let me try. I should...
Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
Hey! I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
He really...
Don't celebrate too soon.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No! There's a monster ahead! Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No! There's a monster ahead! Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monster's gone. Is it safe now? The barrier's gone too. How odd. Anyway, I guess I'll keep going.
Quickly, let's keep up.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked. Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, wake up! Oh, no good. Gotta keep moving ahead. So many monsters!
There's still a chance, Durin.
This is a new development. We might just be able to save this person.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter?
Get out while you still can, you fool.
But I can't just leave her here. She must be so...
Sorry. Wish I could help.
Okay. If I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for you.
Don't bother.
What's that noise? Monster!
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a...
Why? How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's got me this far after all. What? What's this? Spargana, are you there? My daughter's books! Thank you. Yes, it's one of hers for sure. That's her name on it.
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
It won't work. There's not enough left, but then this clue could be the key to him finding his daughter.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I guess so.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book! She's passed this way! Why? Why won't you let... I've searched and searched and searched just for this! But... I no longer have anywhere else to go.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door or not, all the... Albedo? Hat guy? Let's try one...
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head.
Huh? What's going on?
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? Huh? Wait. Who are you?
You can see us now?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling, but you were the ones guiding me using... I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like memories. I won't find my daughter. In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her. Isn't that right?
What? No.
Yes, it is.
Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
You've not seen my daughter either. It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
I'm just tired. Maybe. How long do I have left?
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while.
Now's not the time for you to start
It's not pity. I'm just... You say you're from Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills? And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy and...
Yes. It seems you've never...
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid. Yes. Have you heard of Hyperborea?
I have, but
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived.
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Salvindagnir?
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But
I see. I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart. There's barely any...
It's all right.
From how you speak of your lives, things must...
they are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. There's a lot of... we have festivals a few times a year. Everyone gets together to drink, sing, and...
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can but if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous... I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total mess.
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. Might be best if the chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. If things work out, I'd love to... May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet the end that was his to begin. The ending of this tale did not change. But I believe that we've just made the most
May your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat guy, could I ask you You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated, and would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's... I know about Albedo's past. As for you, you're my first friend, and you've witnessed every step I've taken. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about you...
I've told you about myself.
And what did you do before?
Prepared for the entrance exam?
All right. If you really don't want to talk about...
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree, using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes. A branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah. But my creator abandoned me after that. Durin. Resisting the influence of the Abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy. But no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is far... You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no point speculating about that, but the real answer is... yes, you absolutely will.
Hat guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So, just keep aiming towards the light.
I will.
All right.
Hello? Durin speaking.
Hello, friends, it's me. What have you been up to, I'm detecting some The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the...
Alice, we were unable to save that person. How...
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach. I need to gather some more data. I should probably have Nicole